And further along this line, we have Apple attempting to progress their world dominance by encouraging Indian customers to purchase Apple products, which, believe it or not, they haven't done very successfully up until this point. 99% of the smartphone market in India is Android. 99%. That's a huge percentage.
Yeah.
I mention from time to time here on the show my travels to India, and I've met fans in India, fans of the show. Shout out to India. I never saw no one came up to me and showed me that they were using an iPhone of anyone. Now, this was a little while ago, but not a single one. I saw tons of Xiaomi. I saw Oppo. I saw, OnePlus. I saw
Vivo as well.
Vivo.
Like you mentioned it before, like there's so many Android brands and so many manufacturers.
And they got there early and they invested in the market early, and Apple's just been a bit slower in India, to be honest. And obviously the price point hasn't helped. In fact, in many cases, we've got a bigger price tag in India once converted than we do here or in the US. And of course, that's tough in that market, right? The actual real cost in that market relative to wages and things. It's just, the Apple stuff is just out of reach for a lot of people. It's a real luxury item for a lot of people. Anyway, Apple's looking to change that. They're doing more assembly there, which is helping them to avoid some of those taxes, fees, tariffs, whatever you want to call it, and bring that price down a little bit. Of course, they're also just launching products at a lower price point, like that recent iPhone SE, which is an aggressive price point for Apple. And then now on September 23rd, they're going to be launching their online store, which it's kind of hard to imagine. They did not have an actual presence, their own presence in India. It was up until this point, it had to be a reseller. Isn't that wild? You were not buying directly from Apple. And that means you weren't able to get the Apple Care Plus extended warranties. And it also means you couldn't take advantage of Apple's financing products, which for a luxury item or an expensive device could be really meaningful to a customer base that wants to pay off over time. If they do, I don't know. The company, which currently relies on third-party online and offline retailers to sell its products in India, said its online store will offer Apple Care Plus, which extends the warranty on its hardware products for up to 2 years. And it will also give you a discount on the purchase of a new iPhone by returning the previous model. They have that program as well. People in India can now buy Mac computers with custom configurations. You couldn't do that, obviously, before if you're going through third-party retailers. And obviously, all the Apple accessories and things that may have not been offered through third-party sellers, they're going to pop up on the site as well now that you can buy directly. Once again, here we go. 99% of the market is commanded by Android smartphones. And the iPhone maker has become visibly more aggressive in India in recent years. I mean, yeah, you have to be. I've talked about this before. That's the new marketplace. That's the fastest growing, currently second biggest smartphone market, but fastest growing. I mean, that's whether we're talking population or smartphones, it's a huge market. And if you don't get in there at some point and become aggressive there at some point, there's a chance everybody just gets cool with Android. And they're like, this is my platform. And the longer you wait, the more comfortable they become.
Right.
Even though Apple has done a great job of being this established or this luxury, this sort of target brand, it's still tough. It's going to be tough to get people to switch platforms and like fully embrace the ecosystem. It's the opposite of what happened in North America, where they were the first major smartphone player and everybody came up on that platform, and then some people switched to Android because of aggressive pricing and other factors. The starting price of an iPhone 11 Pro Max at the moment is almost $1,500 in India compared to $1,099 in the US. AirPods Pro $249 in the US, currently $341 equivalent in India. They're even more luxury in India because just the conversion price currently lifts that price even further.
Well, there's your problem.
It's a problem, but bringing Foxconn assembly to the country is immediately going to drop some of that immediately. So anyway,
and with the online store, I mean, that's
it's all coming together. They're down to fight now. They're coming to the market in a big way. The store opens on September 23rd. I'd like to ask the audience if they have plans of purchasing anything there, if they think stuff might still be too expensive. I'm not really sure, but this definitely opens some things up. It makes it a little bit more accessible. And certainly if you take into consideration the financing options that Apple offers, if they replicate that there via their store, you know, when you go to click to buy the phone and they're like, oh, $14 a month or whatever way they use to make the cost lower, you have to wonder if that's going to entice people who are holding back just strictly because of the price point or whatever other reasons.